Lately, I've been playing a lot of this game named Hunt Showdown, so I thought I would make a review about it. My good friend Whiskey Wolf, I'll link his channel right here for you, has been playing the game for around 30,000 hours since the game released. If you want an expert on Hunt Showdown, then he's the man to go watch. He streams on Twitch every single week. This review, I'm focusing on a few things. I'm not an avid Hunt Showdown player. I'm just somebody who came from the outside who was interested in a new type of first-person shooter. These are going to be my unfiltered opinions, thoughts, and experience with Hunt Showdown over the past few years. You and your teammates spawn at a random location on the map, and inside here there are a bunch of things that want to kill you. Bunch of things. In my experience, and if you don't know how to kill them, it is very possible to die from these things. Most of them are monsters, but you'll find crazy things like water devils, giant gators, hell spawns now that they've put in the game. These things called immolators that if you hit them with a blade, they explode. If you shoot them or hit them with a blade, they explode. So you need to hit them with the blunt side of your weapon. Also, there are random zombies around the map. There are huge zombies like grunts. There are other zombies covered in barbed wire, so if you get close to them and don't shoot them, then you'll get stuck in barbed wire and they'll essentially kill you. Everything on this map is trying to kill you, including other players. So you and your teammates, or if you decide to jump in solo, like some other people probably do in this game who are very experienced with it, it definitely has a community, let me tell you that. And if you find somebody that's nearby and they respect you or like what you're trying to accomplish, like you could talk to them in proximity chat and be like, hey, I'm just trying to get the bounty and escape. Hey, like there's another bounty over there. Like we don't need to kill each other. Let's just go our separate ways. Majority of the time in my experience, it doesn't end like that. People want to fight and be the last one standing because you get points. You can pick up their guns. If you get killed, if you die in the match, in the battle royale match, then that hunter is lost. All the guns you've unlocked and bought. Oh yeah, by the way, you have to buy guns and utilities and health packs and health shots and stamina shots and grenades and dynamite. There's a bunch of different tools that you can buy after each match. And the way that you get money is by finding hunt dollars, such as like Hunt Showdown, like in-game currency. You can find these hunt dollars scattered around the map as you play. Or you can get them, I think, by looting other hunters. If they die with hunt dollars on them, a specific amount, then you can like, there's also a trait that you can get called scavenger, that when you loot a hunter, you get hunt dollars. So it's pretty interesting how you get these hunt dollars. But I've played a lot of the seasonal events, like they have seasonal events like Halloween, blah blah, where you have to, which makes sense for this game because it's kind of like a horror action FPS game. The biggest thing about this game is sound. The sound design in this game is impeccable, and it gives away your position. Stealth and sound are huge in this game, and my friend Whiskey, he can tell the difference between two different rifles, and there are many rifles in this game, by the way. Medium shot, long shot with a higher caliber bullet and a lower caliber bullet. He can tell the difference between different pistols from hundreds of meters away and what direction that they're in. So if you have good headphones, this is a really good game to show them off. Again, the sound design is incredible. You know, you can really hear it in your headphones. If a shot's coming from the left, the right, behind you, in front of you, if somebody on the enemy team, or if you make a sound, for example, there are crows, there are dogs, there are different animals that you can spook. You can step on things like glass, cans, through water. The water apparently is super loud, and things in the water try to kill you, like water devils. And yeah, I'm getting a little hyped up right now, but that's why I'm hyped, because this game is so fun and it's so layered to the point where I've put in about 70 hours into this game and I still suck at it. Like there's a high learning curve and difficulty point for this game, where if that interests you, then I would highly recommend picking it up. There's no campaign to this game. There's no campaign. There's no single player campaign. The actual game itself, I would consider the campaign. You know, like everything changes. The location There's different like little towns on the map. Those don't change. But also what makes them different is that the bosses can spawn in any one of these little areas. And then once you discover the clue in that area, you can open up your map and it shows that there are different, like, you know, this has already been explored. You've already looked at this area or whatever. Once you kill a boss or somebody else kills a boss, and that's the beauty of this game, the boss on the map, or multiple bosses, they drop this thing called a bounty. And your goal in this game is to grab the bounty and escape or extract. And there are multiple extraction points on each side of the map. So for example, the extraction point could be in the top right, but the boss could be in the bottom left. And you have to run through the entire map strategically and try not to die. Now, the benefit of collecting the bounty and holding the bounty is you get 5 seconds of this ability called Dark Sight. I would call it Extreme Dark Sight, and maybe there's a name for this, but even Whiskey didn't know. You get this ability, 5 seconds of this orange power, where you can see other heat signatures of other players on the map within a certain range. I think it's like 300 to 400 meters or something like that, where you can see other players, where they're moving, but you only have 5 seconds of this ability to use, so use it wisely. Now, if you use 4 seconds of this ability and then you go kill another hunter and you loot their body, the ability gets replenished. So there's incentive to use it up to a point where, like, say you're in an area where you want to make sure you're clear and nobody's there, you know, that would be really, you know, a good way to, that's how I've been using this ability, you know. But in the beginning, when I started playing this game a few years back, I just used it all up without even realizing it. So yeah, it's definitely something that you want to save and that you want to use strategically. And that's where Hunt Showdown shines. It's one of the many few FPS games that are multiplayer, both PvE and PvP. Oh yeah, one other thing that makes this game really interesting is if you go down, if you get shot down, your teammate can revive you. But the opposite team can burn your body, and if your body is burned, it can't be looted and you can't be revived. So there's just so many unique things in this game. And by the way, this game is set in the 1800s, late 1800s, so the weapons are very like Civil War-esque. They put a lot of pride in the weapon creation of this game. They take inspiration from real guns, but I don't think that they're, you know, one-to-one in terms of, like, you know, they created the exact gun from real life. For example, the chain pistol, I don't think that ever existed in real life, but it's a really cool ass gun. If you want a more in-depth review or information about this game, I would hop over into Whiskey Wolf's stream. He streams on twitch.tv/WhiskeyWolf. He streams this game, I swear to God, maybe like 3 to 5 times every week. Highly recommend going to follow him. He has a YouTube channel down below where he has some tutorials on this game and his experience, a bunch of YouTube shorts. So that's my unfiltered, unbiased review on Hunt Showdown. As somebody who doesn't play Battle Royale strategy PvP games very much, I don't even play Call of Duty anymore. If you found this video useful, I would appreciate if you subscribe to both of our channels. And I just started YouTube again. We're trying to get back into this. You can expect more unbiased, unfiltered game reviews from me coming up in the future. I'm gonna keep them as unfiltered and uncut as I possibly can. Obviously, if I'm sitting here not talking for an extended period of time, then yes, I will. I will make a cut. But yeah, well, thank you two for watching, and yeah, I'll catch you in the next one.